I guess that's what happens when you remain pure for too long. It's the Khaled. Another one. Toxic levels increasing. That's my channel every time I open my mouth. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Dafoe, and today we're going to be watching some more Doctor Who, but this time got something a little different, something a little special for the OG Doc Who fans. We'll not be watching the new Who, but the old Who instead. This is a story from the classic Doctor Who, or the old or original or whatever you want to call it, Doctor Who. It's in season 12, episode 11 to 16. So it's a 6-part basically story. Each part is about 20-25 minutes. Actually, don't know what it's called, but we'll find out, I guess, what it's called as we play the videos. But yeah, huge shout out to my guy Daryl for suggesting these. He's been helping me out on my Patreon, and yeah, if you want to do the same, link to my Patreon in the description. Full-length reactions to this and Doctor Who and all the other movies and everything go there as well. That's exclusive to Patreon. And then these videos that you see on YouTube, they go up early on Patreon as well. So there's that. Check it out. Thank you so much, every single one of you, for supporting me all this time. And here we go. When I first started this, I didn't think I'd watch much of classic Who, but here I am watching stories or series or parts or whatever from it, and hopefully we can do maybe more parts in the future, you know, if they connect to the new Who or whatever that I'm watching. Apparently this one does, so that's why I'm watching this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't know anything about it, never seen it, and I haven't even seen the new show, let alone the old one, you know. All right, so let's jump into this Juan. Without any further ado, here we go. There's the police box. I don't know who that is. Is that the doctor? Doctor. The logo is quite different. Honestly, Genesis of the Daleks. Okay, so that's what it's called. Part 1. There you go. Now we know what it's called. Honestly, the void or whatever it is that we're going into, I like this one a lot more than the one on the new Who. Nice beat, bro. Oh, it's that dude.
Ah. Welcome, Doctor.
Where did he appear from? It is a doctor.
We Time Lords transcended such simple mechanical devices.
We?
Look.
So at this point, Gallifrey hasn't been destroyed?
When they will have destroyed all other life forms and become the dominant creature in the universe.
That's possible. Tell on.
Okay. That's what they're always trying to do. In the new show as well.
This is Scarrow. What? We thought it would save time if we assumed your agreement.
Scarrow, where do I know this name for?
It will return you to the TARDIS when you finished here.
It's from the new Doctor Who.
Doctor! Doctor!
Ah, there you are.
Where did they come out of?
Something's annoyed them!
Yeah, you don't say. This guy kind of looks like the new Doctor. The guy in the brown jacket.
Centuries between these two weapons.
What's that on his jacket?
No, you know what he looks like? He's like a mix between the Doctor that David Tennant, I think his name is, 10th, I believe he is, my second, and that dude from House of the Dragon, the Damon, like a mix between those two, you know what I mean? Or maybe the video is not that great quality. My screen is 4K, so it's actually making it worse, you know what I mean? It's upscaling it, and it's not a video that should be upscaled.
Halt, don't move.
What is it?
I see a landmark.
Mine?
In the middle of a minefield. Follow me and tread my footsteps.
Mine of mine.
What is it?
Harry, I'm standing on a landmine.
If he lifts his foot.
Shift.
Yep.
If I move my foot, it might detonate it.
Mm-hmm.
I won't.
Yeah, okay. I definitely get those two people mixed into one kind of vibe from this dude. I don't know. Wait, but if you move the mine, it's the same thing as moving the foot, right?
Trying to, Sarah. Back up, Sarah.
You back up too, Harry. No point.
Oh my god, I just realized Sarah. Is this Sarah Jane?
Please, Harry. Don't be difficult.
Don't you argue, Doctor.
It was in one of those episodes. Wait, what?
Thank you, Harry.
My pleasure.
Harry Potter? Who's Harry, by the way? Oh. Harry Jones, Prime Minister. No. How does that work? Isn't the pressure from above on the plate? Lifting the mine doesn't do anything to that. Still pressure on it. We're all dead.
They probably started out with the most modern equipment, but no longer have the resources. Have to make do.
War of attrition, eh? Backwards.
They're moving. Oh, these dead people suck. This dead guy is breathing. What kind of dead guy are you? Come on, stop breathing.
Shell.
Gas!
Poison gas.
Respirators, quick!
Get him inside, quickly!
Oh, they left her.
They don't look like Thals.
The Doc had two companions before Harry and Sarah. What year is this supposed to be? It's giving me like World War sort of vibe, Johnny. Maybe it's just the fact that it's an old footage and there's a war and trenches, because obviously.
Not taken out and shot as in the past. Then that will be all. Return to your...
Is this that cricket doctor guy?
So...
Ooh, that's awfully similar to... Ah, there's a sonic screwdriver.
Time.
It's bigger on the inside. His pockets, I mean. For a second there, I was gonna say, is the blue thingy supposed to be Scotland? Looks like it.
Our battle cry will be total extermination of the Thals!
Exterminate
That's very impressive. You mean you're going to...
Daleks.
K-A-L-E-D-S... Why, that's an anagram of... How interesting. Are you fit, Harry?
I felt fitter, Doctor.
Dalek?
Now, Alex,
Khaled?
you won't get any medals for being stupid, General. In fact, you won't be getting any more medals for anything.
So these are like a different version of the Daleks?
Yes, that's home to you mutos, isn't it? But you won't get that.
Mutos.
Come on, we're wasting time.
It's the chin. The chin is definitely giving me Damon vibes.
A mistake. We're not mutos, whatever they may be.
Only mutos live in the wastelands.
Is it like them and then all others are mutos? This right here is the DJ Khaled.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed.
Security Commander Nadia.
You're civilians, I see.
And don't let us detain you.
You won't.
Yeah. Okay. They're definitely going for the World War II vibes. The crosses and everything, the salute, the fact that it's a war.
Thal intruders in the command complex.
Although they are wearing black. Going for like a hybrid, I suppose.
By surprise!
If I remember correctly,
What kind of soldier lets two unarmed prisoners overpower him in his own headquarters?
the Germans had brown uniform, right?
They're not Thals and...
Black uniform was for... Oh, his thing went away.
By autopsy.
For the Italians. Both fascists, though, at the end of the day, so...
You?
I'm surprised it didn't do this sonic screwdriver thing. You know? That thing seems to be the answer to all their problems.
It's in the area of platform lift 7.
Now what? Keep running!
Oh, so people do literally just pop out of the ground. Like Harry and Sarah earlier. Mine?
That was a lucky escape.
I wouldn't say that, Harry.
Uh-oh. It was not an escape. Not yet, at least. So this is not that cricket dude, right? The one that I saw in Time Crash, or is it that one? I don't know their names, man. The doctor, I mean. And a massive arm. Is that the Muto?
That's where they live and scavenge like animals.
In other words, genetically wounded.
We must keep the Khaled race pure.
Okay then, yeah.
Are rejected.
Okay, there you go. All right, definitely. I was right.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Views are not important.
Hmm.
General Raven, I'll take these two back to the bunker for interrogation by the special unit.
So Mutos and is like mutated people?
You'll notice the requisition is countersigned by Davros himself.
Davros. Is he like the main guy? The main dude? Yeah, okay. These are the Mutos, I think. These guys are massive. They don't look too good. Like, movable? I don't know what I'm saying. Their mobility seems a bit, you know, fucked. When you run out of words, just use that one. It fits into everything. The hell is that? Is that Davros?
Ready, Davros.
Observe the test closely, my friend.
That is Davros. Okay. It seems very pure.
History.
I guess that's what happens when you remain pure for too long.
What?
It's the Khaled. Another one.
No.
Dalek.
Exterminate.
There it is.
The weaponry is perfect.
Come on, let's do this. Hey! Okay. And that's the end of that one. Sarah Jane Smith, Harry Sullivan. Alright, cool. Pretty interesting. Davros, he's got a nose on him, hasn't he? I've got competition. I thought I was the king. The battle of the noses. The champion. The one knows to rule them all. Suppose not, then. Alright, let's play episode 12. Alright, here we go. Episode 12. Here we go. Genesis of the Daleks. Part 2. Here we go. Yeah, Davros. She kind of looks similar, but not similar. You know what I mean? Even though it is the same person.
I want these two screened and passed to Ronson for full interrogation.
Yes, sir.
Prisoners' belongings.
Go on, give him high. Give him high. Up top.
What? More coffee. My friend and I have had a very...
That is your first and last warning.
No tea, Harry.
Oh, the Brits do love their teas, don't they? So do we, actually. I don't, but
Forward.
we drink a lot too.
Located below prisoner's left elbow.
Actually, that's not true. I do drink a lot. A lot of different ones. But it's like, I do it in phases. Like, I have a phase where I drink a lot, and then I don't drink at all, and then I drink a lot.
She's beautiful. No deal.
She is a norm. All norms are
Normie Muto.
to our kind.
Why must we always destroy beauty? They're coming this way.
Maybe we'll see him, eh? There it is.
You're mute. What a waste of good ammunition.
Lovely.
Hold it. If they're not too badly mutated, we might be able to use them.
Mutated, okay, cool. Muted. Mutos.
Got all it needs to carry and walk? Why, it's almost a norm. Get up. Up. Ah, kill it off, it's too slow.
No, it's all right. I'll help her.
Well, when you passed through our security scan, our instruments ran a complete check on your blood and chemical makeup, encephalographic patterns and so on, physiological compositions. And so, if you are from another planet, you were saying?
So you didn't. Right. So you didn't look at that until this moment.
You can't always judge from external appearances.
That's kind of odd, don't you think?
Where are you from? It's a long story.
We've got all the time in the world.
Davros is coming. He is our supreme commander.
Wow. He's pretty much a Dalek.
I have been experimenting with the Mark III project. I am anxious.
That's that light on his head, okay.
Primitive, but undeniably a Dalek.
You're mistaken. It's a Mark III travel machine.
Mark III travel machine.
He's perfected voice control.
Third right.
I thought he said Third Reich. I'm like, alright. Not holding back, are you?
Creature.
And they gave it a weapon. What if it malfunctions? I guess they don't really care. They want a killing machine, right? There it is.
Experiments.
But it would have destroyed him.
So you think the saving of a worthless life more important than the progress we have?
Yeah, so I thought. There it is.
You will be punished for insubordination. In the meantime, you may question the prisoners.
And if they can make the launch successfully, I don't see how they're going to fail. My race, the whole of the Khaled people will be wiped out in seconds.
Perhaps we should be happy to welcome.
I've already done one load since I was captured.
All right, don't push.
Keep walking, Sarah. Comply. These guys are trigger happy, you know, they don't really care about any, well, I'm gonna say anyone, but that's not true. They're about themselves. Uh-oh, there it is. Toxic levels increasing. That's my channel every time I open my mouth.
Become more and more powerful till now they can demand whatever they like.
Perhaps this is the tea.
That's a T.
That henceforth his Mark III travel machine would be referred to as a Dalek. Now, how could you have known that?
Well, I have
He's a time traveler, time lord.
this time because of future concern about the development of the Dalek.
Yeah.
I think you're...
We believe that Davros has changed the direction of our research into something which is immoral, evil.
Wow. These guys have morals?
He took living cells, treated them with chemicals, and produced the ultimate creature.
So a scientist dude seems to be... I was going to say a bit more sensible, but he is here. Although he might not have a choice in this, it's either this or die. The way they operate, you know. The Dalek. The hell is that?
That is our future.
You've got troubles.
Nah, they do. This huge is massive. Wow. This dude is massive, is what I was going to say, or huge.
So we get out into the rocket silo. Where then?
I like how their hair is perfect. This dude's and that girl's. Whereas the other dude is just all over. But then that's how he was before he started working too, so. Nice.
Quick!
Uh-oh. Come on, press it on. It's gonna fall. Oh, it's not gonna fall. It looked like it was gonna fall off because it wasn't pushed all the way in.
What was that?
Now that huge is massive. That time it was on purpose. Oh, what's that thing? Long way down, don't look down. Makes you nervous. Uh-oh. I keep climbing. Up and away. Got him. Uh-oh, they got this dude as well.
You must keep moving. You must.
Yeah, I was gonna say keep going. Wait, she's been hit too? She's gonna hang on to one of those things, right? I mean, because obviously, there's no way companion is dying that early. Or dying at all, actually. I'm not sure. Is that a thing that happens in this show? Not sure, actually. Right, so that's part 2 done and dusted. I'm gonna move swiftly on to part 3. I'll talk about all of it at the end, alright? Like I normally do. So here we go, part 3. Honestly, man, I like the intro to this one. Better than the other one. Part 3, let's go. Here we go, alright. Oh, she hasn't fallen yet. I go second, then number 3. Number 3 is when you do number 1 and number 2 together, right? Oh, there you go. There's the number 3. And she's next. Oh. Oh, she landed on the thing. You alright? I thought she landed on the pole. That's what's gonna snap her back, but I think it's a platform like a... Which is quite lucky for her. That kind of looks like the Dalek as well.
You follow, I'll catch you.
How good is your catching, eh? They're gonna get him?
Come on back down here.
As we know, this huge is massive, so he can take them out, but they've got guns, though.
Oh, give me a hand.
Uh-oh. You do that on purpose?
If I should just slacken my grip. I'm dead before they hit the ground. I don't believe that, do you?
Want to find out?
You wish I had let you drop.
Push him. Oh, he is holding on to that thing. That thing is alive. I was like, is that like a cave or something?
Magna Paloris. What? Latin. Never mind the Latin. Let's have a look at your foot.
He seems to be broken. It's incredible.
I was gonna say.
Some bruises, though, hey?
Why is it always me?
There has to be some damage, even if he got free of it.
We await your
They were moving. Like, come on then.
to the optical systems and the sensory circuits. The instant.
The Salt Bay.
Not the only one concerned about the morality of the work we are doing here.
How does he know this? How does he know this?
There is some advantage at being in charge of the communication system.
You can hear everyone?
Now, is that they convince the leaders that Davros' work here must be ended.
I was gonna say they shouldn't have used his name, but they had to, because they don't know who they are, so they, in order to, like, have them believe what they're saying, they would have to use this guy's name.
This is the last consignment. Now pick up your loads.
Councillor Mogren has called a secret meeting. The only councillors invited are known opponents of the work we are doing here in...
He keeps taking off his metal thingy.
I've checked their cells. They are missing.
This guy's in trouble.
Councillors could not agree to halt all experimentation at the bunker.
The councillors are fools.
Let me finish, please.
But our agents inside the Thal Dome report a newly arrived girl prisoner who led an attempted breakout. That'll be her.
The Thal Dome, you say?
Oh.
Only a matter of months ago, Davros perfected a new substance which has the strength of 30-foot thick reinforced concrete.
Never mind about that. Could you help us to find...
Until the inquiry, all work is to be suspended.
It will take some time to close down certain pieces of equipment, shall we say, 24 hours?
12.
It will be difficult, but it will be done.
Thank you, Davros, for your cooperation.
It is simply my duty. The inquiry will reveal nothing.
He's gonna finish it within 12 hours. That's what he meant when he said it'll be difficult. It'll be difficult to finish the projects off within 12 hours. 24. You might be able to get it done.
The whole of the Khaled people? You would go that far?
Did you ever doubt it?
No.
Is he amused, or? I think so. You gave a little smirk. I don't know. They left. I couldn't see from down there. These are the Thals. Green versus black.
The countdown for firing can begin immediately.
The Khaled dome cannot be penetrated. Your will hardly scratch it.
It's just as Raven was talking about the defenses they have. We worked on something new. A rocket will not be enough.
You know that your own people, the Khalids, will be utterly exterminated.
No price is too great to pay for peace. I only ask that when the war is over, I be allowed to help in the reconstruction of our planet.
You just kill everyone?
To an end. This formula gives you the power to bring that about.
That's quite a way to end a conflict. Just get rid of the other side. That's a war for a peace.
And when they do, Nadia, when they do.
He's playing a double game here, eh?
The rocket launch can begin immediately. And now I'll arrange your safe escort out of the city.
These guys really are desperate. I mean, are they really gonna trust two people? Not just any people, but like the top people from the opposition?
Huh? You serious?
Huh? Does that make any sense?
Excuse me. Can you help me? I'm a spy.
When it's fired, the exhaust blast will burn us up.
I don't think they care much. What happens to you? Man, I love the way they keep knocking these people out. I wish it was that easy. Well, actually, I kind of don't wish that.
Well, don't just stand there. Come on, you're free. Go now while you've got the chance. Come on.
They're not gonna cover that? Come on. Cover it so they don't know where you came from. Or where you went. I love these cliffhangers, man. I mean, they're not effective at all, at least not on me. All right, on to part 4 we go. Here it is. Is the doctor gonna die? Oh, I can't wait to find out. They got him. We knew he wasn't gonna die, but they definitely got him. How is he going to escape this?
How could the Thals have found the formula to destroy our dome?
Someone has betrayed us.
That's impossible. Only a handful of us knew.
That's him.
No member of the...
I'm not gonna blame him, right? Fire. Man, it's amazing how easily they're able to make these choices. Just end an entire species just with a press of button. Just to end one life with a press of a button is too much, let alone an entire species.
A retaliation so massive, so merciless, that it will live in history.
I like how he kind of sounds like the Dalek too, you know? The angrier he gets, the more Dalek-like he sounds, you know what I mean? Quite interesting.
Exterminate!
No!
Exterminate! Today,
Inverted his colors.
the action you take today is a beginning of a journey that will take the Daleks to their destiny of universal
And they'll be able to plunge your toilets.
and programmed to complete a task.
Oh, it's handy to have the plunger at the ready. Plungers at the ready.
We are generous in victory. Let all prisoners be freed. Charges against them dropped.
Two people very dear to me. I sent them into that Holocaust.
What will you do now?
Holocaust. Hey, okay.
No, you're wrong. It was he who told us how to destroy the Khaled dome. His only interest is in achieving peace.
Let me tell you something. The Khaled government was on the point of stopping Davros.
These guys are too dumb, man. How do you just believe, like...
You'll never convince my people of that. Davros is a hero.
No, one man's traitor is another man's hero, right? Although in this case, he's a hero to none, other than the Daleks, I suppose.
Now see that my orders are carried out. But without question, Garman.
Okay, I like this. This is how the Daleks started, eh?
Daleks are in position. They will act on your command.
I see no reason to delay any...
So this dude is responsible for the Daleks, then. Love the effects. Told ya. I didn't teach him to check their corners, eh?
The beginning. Only the beginning. Cease. Absolute priority is to be given to the building of my Dalek force.
That guy doesn't want Davros to succeed either, right? I like how the dome was this big. Got him.
Doctor?
Harry!
Hello.
Sarah!
Oh,
I can hardly believe it. The bunker.
Why?
Because they took the time ring. The bracelet that the Time Lord gave me is our lifeline. Without it, we can never escape from this planet.
It's reminding me of the bracelet from the Christmas special, the one with the Titanic. That's how they moved around, you know. Teleported.
I wonder if you'd have a look at this. I'm having a problem with the dimensional thought circuit.
We must stop the Daleks' cover.
Him too, okay.
You saw what happened to Ronson. Davros wouldn't hesitate.
There was always a risk of that happening.
His whole concept is monstrous. It's evil and immoral. Spread the word.
Uh-oh. Nadia.
What was that?
Just one of Davros's experiments, close together.
Not scared, are you?
Of course not.
I
am. Be a fool not to be scared in that situation. Come on, I'm pretty scared.
You know that I have served Davros faithfully for many years. I've never questioned anything he has done. But he has become a megalomaniac.
Oh, him too.
He's ready to sacrifice everything and everyone, including us.
I like how they're all okay with it. They're just not when it's them being sacrificed.
Good. I'll meet you there as soon as I can.
The entrance to the ventilation duct must be just through here.
That's interesting, though, you know. They all are uncomfortable with it, but no one says anything until the first person speaks up, and then, oh yeah, watch out for those things. I've never actually had an oyster.
Suppose something's waiting for us in there.
That is nasty. Better not tell Harry. He's gone first.
Nadia.
Is it a trap?
I had to be sure it was you.
Oh, okay. I was like, is this a trap?
Now look, a number of the scientists believe
it still could be a trap. He could try
I will then give to Davros an ultimatum.
What ultimatum do you suggest?
You know, infiltrate this rebellion.
It'll be as though the Dalek were never created.
Right, I'll try and get some of the military elite on our side.
Right, so we know that the Daleks are created, so they fail. Is this guy playing a double game here? Or a triple game in this case?
That's what I wanted to know.
There it is, yep.
That information will prove most helpful.
There it is. Okay.
He has a good scientific mind. A little surgery on the brain will remove these stupid emotions and stimulate us to make use of it. Let us learn who are our allies and who are our enemies.
Doctor Who are your enemies?
What was that?
It's coming from over there.
Someone's trapped in there. Nice.
You were right, Sarah, about there being something nasty waiting for us.
They do survive.
Yes. As weapons of hate and machines of war.
Fascinating.
But there's still time to change all that.
Fascinating.
Many times. I've fought against them.
And do they win? Do they always win?
No.
They have been defeated, but never utterly defeated.
That's true.
Always remains.
If, as you say, they become the supreme creatures of war, how can they lose? How can they fail?
It still exists even in the new Who.
That the future must keep secret.
What mistakes do they make? You will tell me?
No.
You will tell me?
No, I will not!
Get louder, maybe that'll help.
A weakness that will make you give me the knowledge to change the future. You are afflicted with a conscience. I can create in their bodies all the torments and agonies ever known.
Did someone laugh? I just heard someone laugh.
Millions of people in the future. I can't do that.
But you can! You will tell me! You...
That's interesting. Episode 2 of Series 4 had a similar sort of situation. Again, go on, keep shouting it louder and louder. You know, similar sort of situation. Save 1 or 2 people or... Pretty interesting. Alright, here we go. Which part is this? Part 5, I think?
If I tell you what you want to know, I betray millions of people in the future.
Yeah.
You will!
There it is.
You will tell!
Yeah, this is what I mean. The shoutier he gets, the more Dalek-like he sounds, you know what I mean?
The Dalek task force was completely destroyed.
This seems an opportune moment to end this session. No?
Zack Snyder?
Let us talk together now, not as prisoner and captor. Instead of silence. There is so much I wish to know.
I wonder if... So those events that he just mentioned, I wonder if they have already been used in this classic Who, or they're going to use it in the new Who. Because so far I don't recall any. Maybe they have happened.
Thank you.
Who are you? My name's Garman.
Garman?
Until a few hours ago, I was head of the military elite scientific corps. If we act soon, we can break his power.
Not in much of a position to act at the moment.
No, not so much. And also they know everything, so I won't get ahead of myself, eh?
Now, futures will be eradicated. Defeats will become victories. You have changed the future of the universe, Doctor.
He has done so many times, yeah. Won't be the first time.
Wars will end. They are the power not of evil, but of good.
Davros, if you had created a virus that would destroy all other forms of life, would you allow its use?
Yes. Oh, my friend. My choice. To know that the tiny pressure on my thumb, enough to break the glass, would end...
So yes.
Everything. Yes. I would do it.
There it is.
That power would set me up above the gods. And through the Daleks, I shall have that power!
This guy's completely and entirely gone. Got his hand, now what?
Don't touch that switch.
Why not?
That controls my life support systems. I could not survive 30 seconds without them.
Why would you tell that to him?
Even if I do this, there will be no escape for you.
I'll take that chance.
He always finds a way. The Doc always finds a way.
The order cannot be countermanded.
This order cannot...
Uh-oh.
What do you want done with this?
He has knowledge that is vital to our future.
Very much so. He has a lot of knowledge about the future, in general, and the past, actually. Though I'm not sure how far in the future and back he's gone in that series. Oh man, the effects are so bad, man, it makes me laugh. I know it's horrible, they're dying and I'm laughing at them, but...
The Daleks are moving through it, section by section, hunting down the survivors.
There's no one left.
Yeah, the doctor warned you, that will happen. They need to get to the...
You're still going to attack the main entrance though, aren't you?
There's no point in delaying any longer. We'll move more safely under the cover.
The rebellion within.
Get ready, we're moving out.
Although I don't know if those guys would join in with these guys. They kind of look down upon these guys, so...
But believe me, he's ready.
Well, even so, there'll still be too many for him.
No point in telling you to rest, I suppose.
No, there is. We've got to...
Ooh, got him. Black versus white. They're colorizing the teams, making it easier to differentiate, I suppose.
Our intention has always been to make a bloodless revolution. Start passing these out to our people.
That'll help with the bloodless revolution, for sure. Although you can't really win without those, you know, because they have them to the opponent. So.
Then what are we going to do?
I want you to find their leaders and hand over your weapons to them.
Surrender.
And we are admitting that we're beaten.
That is what they will believe.
Yeah, it's playing a game.
And they will find out exactly what I mean, all in good time. Now carry out my orders.
So this is his eye. The other two, I mean, they look like eyes, but they're closed. It's his eyes, too. This guy really looks like Damon, man, from House of the Dragon. It's his chin, his jaw, and his eyes. His whole face, man.
Useful.
Camouflage. Put them on, and then they cannot see you, just like John Cena.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Genocide.
Genocide?
Yes. I'm going to kill everything in...
That's when you side with Geno. Genocide.
Nobody disputes that in the past, under your guidance, we have made incredible progress in many fields of science.
You did not come here to flatter me. You came to offer an ultimatum.
They came here to flatten you, not flatter.
To the Dalek was to build a
Run them over.
system and a travel machine.
Bullets.
The Daleks will be destroyed, and our work here will then continue under a new, democratically elected leader.
Have you finished?
Not yet, hold on.
Well?
You might at least do me the courtesy of giving me time to consider.
For a second there, I thought he was pressing the button, but that button is the one that, well, if he presses, then he potentially kills him, so... I'm like, is that children? No, that's that creature, the final form or whatever they said. I was like, is someone gonna come from behind? Wouldn't be the first time.
Your ultimatum.
Yeah, I know.
Democracy.
It's agreed.
The meeting will take place.
What language do they speak right there? Didn't sound like English.
Comes through absolute power and power through us.
Well, we're gonna find out soon who have lost. Well, I presume they have, because, like I said, as we know, the Daleks survived, so... Davros was successful, that means. And yet again, the cliffhanger. Is he gonna survive this? Alright, here we go. Final part of this story. Let's go. I kind of like the logo as well of this this new Doctor Who. Alright, there we go. Part 6, the final one.
Doctor, are you all right?
Nope, not so much. Blow it, come on. Quickly.
Dixie can't doubt it.
But I do. You see, some things could be better with the Daleks. Any future worlds will become allies just because of their fear of the Daleks.
Yeah.
If someone who knew the future pointed out a child to you and told you that that child would grow up totally evil, to be a ruthless dictator who...
It's that question. If you had the time machine, would you go and kill a baby? You know, insert whoever.
Simply touch one wire against the other, and it's it. The Daleks cease to exist. Hundreds of millions of people.
Bro, just push his right arm, it'll touch.
Without fear.
Harry at the back.
Then why wait? If it was a disease or some sort of bacteria you were destroying, you wouldn't hesitate.
But if I kill...
Well, it is a virus. Thing is, he talked about this. Yeah, he talked about this earlier with Davros as well. If he had that power right, he mentioned it to Davros, and he said, yes, I would.
Been looking everywhere for you. Davros has agreed to our terms.
He submitted?
He did.
Oh, and he's not gonna do it.
There'll be a complete landslide against any further development of the Daleks. We won.
I'm grateful to you, Garmin.
Now he's not gonna do it, and the Daleks are gonna survive.
The meeting's about to begin. Will you come?
Yes.
Harry, you should have pushed his arm. Oh, come on. I get his dilemma, but come on, man. You have to do your best, you know.
And battling is over. The supreme victims are no longer dependent on us. The machinery is ready. They are a power in their own right. One of you, which of you will do it?
Your race is already destroyed, and you did it. You did it, bro. I presume Davros doesn't survive this, because we haven't really seen him in the future, you know. The new Who. Are you ready? Just 3 of them? They are very strong. That did say just a few of them are enough for, you know, a lot of whatever, Cybermen or whatever they were fighting in that one episode.
I must blow the roof as soon as the charges are laid. I can't delay. If the Daleks find out what we're doing and attack, I don't have enough men or arms to stand them off.
That's true.
But you must understand, if you're not back, I must go on.
Yeah, but he might give up the mission, though, if someone spots him.
Those who would remain loyal to me and to the future of our race, move forward and stand at my side.
No one? Oh, 1. 2. So they're just allowed to roam around?
It keeps your heart beating. Will you now turn that heart against me?
Using emotion. That's why he wants to take it out, so no one can use it against him, eh?
Why didn't you just join the other side?
Now, that's a good question. Do you have a good answer? Evidently not.
Pick up that thing. I think that's the time ring or whatever they were looking for. You left the ring. Daleks.
And Davros never goes anywhere without you, Nadia. So you must open the safe for him. Open it for us.
Well played, Doctor.
How about this?
How very apt. A Dalek gun.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, keep an eye on that guy. They trapped him?
We've got a time ring. We'll destroy the tape. And Davros...
No, you don't have the time ring. You do not have the time ring.
All we've got to do is touch the time ring.
Go ahead, do it.
I allowed this charade to be played out for one reason only.
To see who are loyal. Yep.
Exterminate!
You sound so much like the Daleks. He's gone too. How do you open the door?
Get out of here. Hurry, come on.
Told you, Harry. You should have nudged his hand. Would have been done by now.
All military duties necessary for the security.
Okay, earlier we only saw 3 Daleks. I was like, there are only 3 or more. There we go.
Seek out the prisoners and exterminate! We obey!
Yeah, they must have a command.
On in position.
Right, prepare to detonate.
I like how he said that they need to be the most dominant species, yet they have to obey. They have to have commands. You know what I mean? From someone, anyone, really. They're gonna shoot him? It's not gonna be that easy, yep. How's he able to move his hand away in time? Throw your hat. Come on, throw your hat, distract him. Or your scarf or whatever.
Scanners.
What happened? Did the Dalek, like, drive over it and touch the 2 together? The wires?
One more minute, please.
I'm sorry.
What kind of pants are they wearing, man? I'm looking at them and I'm like, man, they look thick. They got this huge asses.
You will obey only my commands. The production line is to be halted immediately. You heard my order. Obey!
Not gonna obey? They're all dead?
Yes, Davros.
Whoa, what happened? They don't obey, eh? This guy's massive. Alright, that's it. Come on. The smoke came out before you did the thing.
Permit us to acknowledge that any creature is superior to the Daleks.
That's what I was just saying.
Not by explosion for a length of at least 1,000 yards.
The incubator room.
But I'm afraid I've only delayed them for a short time. Perhaps 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Let them live. Have pity. Pity. Understanding of the...
Yeah, you removed all that, remember?
You will obey me. We obey no one. We are the superior beings.
In one of the episodes, don't they ask the doctor to give him a command? Wait, what? How long does it take? Press the button. Come on now.
And take our rightful place as the supreme power of the universe.
Oh no, there's more.
You see, I know that although the Daleks will create havoc and destruction for millions of years, I know
they don't use the TARDIS?
Must come something good.
Oh, okay. Tom Baker. All right, so that was a bit of OG classic Doctor Who. A story about the creation of the Daleks. It's a pretty interesting one. Before I jump into talking a bit more about it, though, final thoughts and review and all that good stuff. If you want to see the full-length reaction, that'll be available on my Patreon. Link in the description to my Patreon. And these videos, they go up on YouTube. They go up on Patreon first as well, so you'll see it first there, and then they come over to YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone. Patrons, YouTube members, subscribers, all of you for supporting me all this time. Now then, like I said, this was pretty interesting. It was pretty good. There was a lot of talking, though. But, you know, it was good. It was, like I said, the creation of the Daleks, something that I have seen in New Who, but didn't know that much about. So now I know that Davros is the one who have created them. Now, Davros is still alive at the end, right? So, because we don't see the Daleks exterminate him, we see them exterminate everybody else, but this dude, still there. I like how he's pleading to them to have pity. That's the very thing you removed from them. Now you're expecting them to have that thing that you wanted to take away from them. Not wanted to, but actually did it, as we saw. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. Another interesting thing was the Daleks. They must obey. They must have a command. But then they sort of flip on Davros. I'm not entirely sure how that works. I say that not only because of this episode, but also because in the New Who, there's a certain moment where the Daleks are asking the Doctor to give them commands. They must have commands. So I'm not entirely sure how it works then. Why exactly did they stop following Davros? Not too sure about that one. And also, if Davros survived, will we get to see him at any point? Because he seems like a pretty good villain, and one that is like a really high level one, do you know what I mean? One that sort of threatens the whole existence of, well, pretty much everyone really other than themselves. And it's on the level of the Master, which I saw recently in Doctor Who, and I like the Master. But I like him as a villain. I thought he was honestly one of the most competent rival that a Doctor has had, even more so than the Daleks. You know, you guys told me the Daleks are like these big baddies, but they didn't really come across as that, you know? Or maybe the show just didn't do him any justice. But that 3-part finale they had in the New Who about the Master, that was really good. I really enjoyed that. I really felt the stakes there. Same thing here. The stakes were pretty high. The whole, species, a few of them actually were on the line, and that sort of hypothetical that the Doc gives to Davros there in one moment. I mean, that's pretty much the crux of it, right? That's what the whole episode is about. If you have the power to end it all in your hands, would you do it, right? And I knew what Davros was going to say. I was like, this pretentious prick, he's going to say yes. I say pretentious because then at the end he says, have pity. You know, this whole time he's talking shit about how people have emotions and how that's a weakness and that's bad and this and that. And then at the end, he himself, you know, the Almighty, has that same weakness. So for the most part, it had a lot of World War II themes. You know, they were representing a certain group, fascists. Some of the leaders like Nadia and Davros and them reminded me of certain people that I've studied in history classes in that time, in that era. Some of the stuff that they did, like the salutes and stuff as well. So it was all pretty interesting, and these scientific experiments and finding ways, efficient ways of killing and so on and so forth. I mean, we've heard this so many times, so they were really going for that vibe there, and I think they did a great job, because right from the get-go, I was like, ooh, are these guys supposed to be who I think they're supposed to be? Then I'm like, the more I learn, I'm like, okay, yeah, definitely, they definitely are. And the thing is, they aren't targeting one group, they're targeting a few of them, because they were scattered throughout the world. It wasn't just one country, right? It wasn't just Germany. It was also Italy. It was all, and many more. But yeah, so that aspect was kind of cool as well, to use sort of real imagery, sort of, you know, symbolism from the real world, real events, and sort of use that in this way. They played with the colors really well, the white versus black, and then the greens versus black and white, and so sort of differentiate between who's who, which can get confusing in a show like this, where everything is made up, all the names and the species and the people, and everything's made up. The names are completely unknown to people, so it's kind of hard to grasp that. So it's important to have a way to distinguish between these people, especially for someone like me who's just dropping in the middle of, you know, this show, season 12, episode 11 to 16, you know, no knowledge prior to this, or actually after this either. I only know the stuff from New Who. And we finally got to meet Sarah Jane as well. Who exactly is Harry? Did the Doctor used to have two companions? Is Harry a companion? Why is he there? What exactly is happening there? I'm not entirely sure about that one. But yeah, Harry looks a lot like that dude from House of the Dragon. I don't know if you guys watched that show, but I have it on the channel. Daemon Targaryen, the actor who plays Daemon Targaryen, he looks a heck of a lot like him, doesn't he? It's the chin, the jaw, I don't know, the whole structure, facial structure kind of looked like him. At the start, I thought he looked a bit like the David Tennant, which is the Doctor, the current Doctor for me, which is Series 4. I haven't seen past that, so please don't spoil anything beyond Series 4. I'm actually only in episode 2 of Series 4, so yeah, anything beyond that, let's not talk about that. But yeah, but that was because of the suit, or not the suit, but rather the jacket, the sports coat that he was wearing, the sports jacket. It kind of, not really, but kind of looked similar to him. And then the sideburns as well look similar to that Doctor's. I think it's the 10th Doctor. Not entirely sure. But then the more I looked at him, the more I was like, no, actually, he's more like Daemon Targaryen than the other guy. Yeah, I mean, it really, these are questions that you do have to wonder about sometimes in this show. End it all. I mean, even in Series 4, Episode 2, right, that was the dilemma the Doctor had, and Donna was trying to make the Doctor sort of change his perception, and it was a very interesting episode. I liked that episode. It was a pretty decent one. That dilemma, that decision to make, you know, when he has those two wires, all he has to do is touch, and that's the end of the Daleks. He wasn't able to make himself do it. He was looking for a way out, you know, in a way when that dude shows up and says, hey, Davros has given up, he's relieved. He's like, thank you for that. I didn't want to do this, or I didn't want to have the burden to do this. But it does fall to the Doctor, though. The Doctor isn't human. It's difficult for us to do something like that. But for the Doctor, like, we've seen him do stuff like this before. Well, in the New Who one, at least, with I think it was the Runaway Bride, the one with the spider babies dying, and he's just standing there looking at them all just dying, you know. The Doc can be a terrifying fella at times. But overall enjoyed this. I mean, obviously the effects and everything was really bad, and so some scenes would have sort of the opposite effect to what they were expecting. Like, there would be people dying and I'm just laughing because the effects are just so bad, you know what I mean? But I mean, it's an older show, so obviously it's going to have bad effects. Keeping that aside, it was very entertaining. It was very enjoyable. I loved the story. I loved the origins. And now that now I know the origins of the Daleks, so I like that. The Daleks seems to keep appearing in the show. I do wonder if Davros will reappear or if he's even alive. I mean, we didn't see him die, but that doesn't mean he didn't die, right? Maybe he is dead. I'm not entirely sure, but he seems like a really big sort of baddie. I mean, if he created the Daleks, then, you know, you have to be really evil. Then again, the exploration of that choice, what to do. Do you go ahead? There's a lot of good that comes from the Daleks as well, like he mentions the alliances and so on and so forth. But there's a lot of destruction as well, so how do you make that decision? I suppose if I was a Dalek, it would be quite easy, right? Because I have to be the most dominant species and there is no emotion, so then I wouldn't really have a dilemma. It would be quite an easy decision, so in a way, Davros had a point. Oh, and last thing, who was the dude at the start? The dude in the black who was saying, we, as in Time Lord. Does that mean Gallifrey at this point is not destroyed? Is that a thing for the new Who, the Gallifrey being destroyed? Is that something that happens at the end of this old classic Who show? I'm not entirely sure. I presume so. And also, why is he not using the TARDIS? He was using the ring thing. Is the TARDIS a later invention? But I mean, we see the TARDIS in this one. We see the police box in the intro, but that's about it. We don't really see it after that. Do you know what I mean? After part 1 and the intros in part 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. I do think it was a bit too long, though. Maybe 4 parts would have been nice, because at certain points I did find them just talking and talking and talking and more talking. You know what I mean? But yeah, overall, loved it. It was a great suggestion. Thank you so much, Daryl, the patron who suggested this, who's helping me out with these a lot. And in the future, if there are other stories, important ones that relate to the new Who, I will be watching those as well with the help of Daryl, who's my Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, link to my Patreon is in the description down below, where you can become a patron and support me. And I also upload the full-length reactions there, and I also upload these videos earlier there, so you can check it out if you want to. If not, it's totally fine. Thank you so much for your support here on YouTube as well. Thank you every single one of you for watching, you know, commenting, subscribing. And if you're new to the channel, check out some of the other stuff that I've done. Doctor Who's and everything, all that I do. I do movies and other shows as well. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a nice holidays.